The Ultimate Betrayal, a story of pain, justice, and redemption tales by living goddess. Lydia was not just a good girl. She was a girl who chose to be set apart. In a world where values were easily compromised, Lydia made a promise to herself and to God that she would keep her virginity until marriage. Not because she was afraid, but because obedience to her was worship. She was gentle, respectful, deeply rooted in faith. Her parents were proud of her, yet worried, because Lydia had a friend named Favor. Favor was everything Lydia was not. Reckless, loud, drawn to attention. Where Lydia valued discipline, Favor mocked it. Her parents warned her again and again, "Not everyone who smiles at you loves you. Some people envy what they cannot become." But Lydia believed loyalty meant endurance. She believed love could change anyone. What Lydia didn't know was that Favor was jealous of her peace, jealous of her purity, jealous of the respect Lydia received without trying, and jealousy, when ignored, becomes dangerous. One evening, Favor invited Lydia to a party. "Nothing bad will happen," she said. "You can trust me." Against her parents' warnings and the quiet unease in her spirit, Lydia agreed. She went trusting a friend. That night, trust was shattered. Lydia's boundaries were violated. Her innocence was stolen, not by choice, but by deception. She returned home carrying a pain she had no words for. Shame followed her everywhere, and slowly, Lydia stopped praying, not because she stopped believing in God, but because she believed God no longer wanted her. She tried to numb the pain. She began drinking, smoking, living recklessly. The girl who once avoided darkness now lived in it, not because she loved sin, but because she hated herself. People judged her, whispers spread, but no one saw the wound beneath the behavior. Still, God was watching. Music begins to rise gently. In her darkest season, God reached her quietly. A sermon she overheard, a song that broke her heart, a prayer that felt too personal to ignore. And slowly, Lydia realized the truth. What happened to her did not define her. Healing wasn't instant. There were tears, counseling, forgiveness, especially of herself. But grace met her there. Then came restoration. Lydia met a man of God, a pastor who saw her scars not as flaws, but as proof of survival. He didn't love her despite her past. He loved her because God had carried her through it. They married not in shame, but in honor. Later, Lydia gave birth to twins, 2 lives, 2 miracles, 2 reminders that God can bring double joy from deep pain. Music becomes triumphant, and justice came too. The truth surfaced. Favor and the men involved were exposed and arrested. Betrayal may hide in darkness, but it never escapes the light. Lydia's story became a testimony that innocence wounded is not innocence lost, that betrayal cannot cancel destiny, and that God specializes in rewriting endings. The ultimate betrayal did not destroy her, but made her strong. On the other hand, Favor and her friends were arrested and sentenced to life in prison. Never let jealous into your soul. It kills and destroys faster.